The 2026 Urban Deluge Crisis. It's April 2026, and Mumbai is underwater. This isn't just a bad monsoon. It's a systemic collapse. Despite the billion-dollar upgrades we saw in 2024, our concrete veins have flatlined. Look at the real-time microgrid data. Right now, 45% of the city is submerged. In Dadar, our water level sensors are reporting levels that shouldn't be possible according to 20th century engineering. The math is simple and terrifying. Our drains are designed to move water away, but when the sea rises and the clouds burst simultaneously, there is nowhere for away to go. We've spent centuries trying to resist water with concrete. We lost. It's time to stop fighting and start coexisting. And to do that, we are looking back, thousands of years. The ancient blueprint of Kaayals. While modern synthetic barriers are cracking under the current hydrostatic pressure of this April surge, archaeologists and hydrologists have just unearthed a new, old solution: Vedic hydrological manuscripts. These texts describe Kaayals, self-sustaining floating ecosystems. Unlike our rigid sea walls, these are built on buoyant bamboo rafts. They don't fight the tide, they ride it. As Mumbai's coastal microgrids record volatile tidal shifts, these ancient structures simply rise and fall. While our modern pipes are bursting because they can't handle the pressure, the flexible, organic integrity of bamboo and jute distributes that force naturally. It's the forgotten intelligence of the Vedic era, updated for a high-tech world. Engineering the living filter. But these aren't just rafts, they're biological machines. We've woven a matrix of Vetiver and Canna plants into the organic base. Why these two? Because right now, the Thane Creek sensors are reporting massive spikes in heavy metal toxins from industrial runoff. Vetiver and Canna are hyperaccumulators. Their roots act like a chemical sponge, stripping lead and arsenic directly from the floodwater. Plus, they perform a trick called transpiration. They pull water up and breathe it back into the atmosphere as vapor. It sounds small, but on a citywide scale, millions of these plants act as a silent, solar-powered pump, easing the load on our overwhelmed neighborhood pumping stations. Scaling hydroponic resilience. Here is where it gets life-saving. In a flood, the first thing to go is the food supply. But what if the flood was the farm? By using nutrient film techniques, NFT, these floating gardens turn toxic runoff into a high-octane growth medium. Data shows these crops have 50% higher vitamin C and B complex concentrations than soil-grown ones. The floodwater is actually mineral-rich. Once filtered through the organic raft matrix, it creates a bioavailable soup that fuels rapid growth. When the microgrid sensors finally signal the recession phase, citizens aren't just left with mud, they're left with a harvest of nutrient-dense superfoods to combat the typical disaster zone deficiencies. A future built on water. The 2026 crisis is a wake-up call. The roadmap for 2027 is clear: decentralization. We cannot rely on one massive city drain that fails the moment the power goes out. We need every neighborhood to maintain its own floating ecosystem. Our projections show that distributed floating gardens can reduce peak flood levels by 30% in high-density zones. We are moving from a city of concrete to a city of life. By 2027, water won't be a threat to be drained, it will be an asset to be harvested. The ancestors had the blueprint. We have the data. It's time to float.